Alexis Lombre, and I love J. Ross.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy J. Ross hanging out with the lady herself, Miss Alexis Lombre. Just got through putting it down at BB's Jazz and Soup Y'all in St. Louis. She's on her spring tour. And boy, when I tell you, man, Alexis, for you to be so young, you got a lot of knowledge.
Thank you.
A lot of musical knowledge. Like growing up, how did you feed yourself that knowledge?
Well, it's not like I fed myself. I listened to a lot of my mentors around me. I grew up in Chicago, in the Chicago jazz scene, so I had great mentors, you know, Willie Pickens, you know, he used to play with Elvin Jones and Eddie Harris and all them, and yeah, I just had a lot of really great mentors that I've just worked with, and I just tried to soak it up.
Yeah, so growing up, your family supportive, they was real supportive of your music?
Yeah, I don't come from a family of musicians, but I come from a family of jazz lovers, so they've been always really supportive and, you know, coming out to my shows and, you know, motivating me to do this as a career, you know.
Yeah, well, you're doing real well, so creativity. You know, a lot of your original songs off the chain.
Thank you.
So, I mean, what's your inspirations? Like walking around, looking at a bush, or looking at the sky?
Really, my inspiration be my feelings. Like, I'm such an emotional person, and, you know, I'm very expressive and just naturally. So I always just have a ton of emotion in me, and music is just the way I put it out. Yeah. Most of it is like about today's issues or, you know, boundaries, like stay away from me, like no, you know, learning how to say no, and, you know, or other songs are about, you know, wanting to, you know, put Chicago in the forefront, Chicago's music in the forefront instead of like, oh, Chicago being known about, you know, gun violence or whatever, you know. So it comes out of emotion most of the time.
Well, being a young lady, do you find it hard for yourself to say no?
Well, I feel like society definitely conditions women to be more, like, they try to make us more subservient and like, and play down to men so that they feel, you know, and not to say no. And if you say no, then you kind of look like a mean person. Compared to if a man said no, it's like, oh, he's just authoritative. I respect that, you know. So I wanted to write a little funky song that just says no means no a ton of times, just to really get people to like, get that in. That's a nice mantra to get in your head.
Oh,
no means no, you know.
Now you got a lot. You got the jazz, you got the classical, but you really got the funk. Where that come from? Just listening to records with your parents, or growing up?
The funk. Either the funk is in you or it ain't. Like,
simple as that ain't. You can't even fake that one, can you?
I mean, you know, you grew up on the south side of Chicago, you know.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. You know?
But growing up, now I ain't gonna tell your age, but now you on the road, you always gone, you doing this and doing that. Yeah. What about that love life? Is it hard to maintain a relationship?
Well, you know, my main bae right now, he's half black.
You say your main bae?
Not my main bae right now.
So you got a couple of baes?
No, I'm trying to tell you about my bae right now. You asked, right? Half black, half white dude, real tall, 6 feet, you know. His name is Steinway. And I'm real loyal to him. And he does me really well. And he take care of me.
Yeah, but now.
That's my man.
Well, outside the wooded product, what about a natural guy? What kind of guys you like?
Oh, man. I don't know, man. Just like, it's all about how a dude come at me, you know. If he comes at me right, you know, I'll think about it. I just don't like dudes who are like too subtle and like want to be your friend first and then easy. And it's like, no, like, you gotta have some game, you know. And I feel like game is not a lot of things that guys have nowadays. That's why I've been very loyal to Mr. Steinway. Because he's good to me, you know.
Now, as a musician, though, what about somebody that you would date? Would they have to be a musician?
You know, it's funny because they don't have to be a musician, but lately it's been musicians.
Yeah.
It's been musicians. That's just who I'm around, so it's just natural, you know.
So do they find the career type to be more understandable with you on the road, you hanging out with other guys? And
I mean, typically, but everybody gets, you know, possessive and controlling and all that kind of stuff. Usually men are men, you know, and yeah, every man is different.
Yeah.
Every man's different.
Hey, so give a little insight to like some of the young ladies coming up now who play piano or sing jazz or just want to do what you do. You know, they aspire to be who you are when they see you on stage. What can you tell them about growing up? How do they fashion themselves to make it to the main stage? What do you have to do?
For one, work really hard, shed, practice, learn bebop, learn the language, learn about the ancestors, learn about the history, know your stuff. Then once you know it, don't compromise anything.
Yeah.
If you know your stuff and you listen to your mentors and you know your history and you know about the ancestors, can't nobody tell you anything.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone tries to, everybody tries to undermine you because you're a woman or, all that kind of stuff, don't listen to that. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
As long as you know your stuff and take care of yours, you'll be fine.
What about creative freedom? How do you get to that? Like when your mind, you be at home and a song come to you. So you want to mesh it out, but you got creative freedom to go wherever you want to go.
The only place in the world I can be completely liberated as a black woman is in my music.
Yeah.
And I'll be damned if I let anybody ever take that from me. So that's...
Break that down a little bit so I can get a better understanding of that.
Well...
Because I'm not a black woman.
Okay, but you're a black man, so you can understand at least one side of oppression. Like, you might not get the sexism thing, but like, you get people oppressing you because of your skin color.
Yeah.
Well, as a woman, you're oppressed naturally because of your gender, and then as a black woman, I'm oppressed again because because of my skin color. So it's just like people just trying to oppress you and just make it hard for you just to exist. Like, your music is the one place where you're free to do literally whatever you want and to say whatever you want, and no one can take that away from you.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Oh, I got you now.
Yeah.
Hey, another question, like, how does it feel when you walk out on the stage and people cheering for you? What kind of feeling is that for the person that'll never get that feeling?
For people that'll never get that feeling.
Yeah, they'll never make it to the main stage.
Are you saying I might describe it for people who aren't musicians?
Well, even some musicians will never make it to the main stage. I mean, you play before a lot of people, A lot of cats ain't gonna never get that. They'll play like small clubs, might play at the park or somewhere in the basement, but they'll never have CDs and people saying, writing about you in magazines and books. And so when you walk out on that stage and you can put in your labor for your music, what kind of gratification do you feel in your gut?
It's more like oh, okay, I'm ready.
What do you mean? Are you ready?
Ready to serve. Like, when you see people, I feel like when I feel people who are out there who are like cheering and excited, like, this is like Lombre, and they're like excited.
Right.
It's like, I'm like more excited to serve them because I know that they're ready for me.
Yeah.
Like, compared to like an audience who is like, "This Alexis Lombre." Then it's like, okay. So I know I gotta like work on them and woo them. Whereas compared to an audience who is like totally ready, it's like, okay, I'm reassured that we're about to have a really great experience together.
Yeah.
And it's more of just like assurance and a relaxation, actually. And it's preparing me to just like, okay, this is how I'm gonna serve them. I don't really think about like, yeah, they're cheering for me on the boss. Yeah, this is more like, okay, I'm ready to serve these people now.
So the difference, say, like, from the people that cheer you and the audience that you get the one hand clap, do you approach it the same?
I approach it differently. We're like people who are like, ah, like, I was like, okay, I know that I can do things to participate with them. I know they probably already heard my music before, and I can, work with them differently compared to, and that varies from city to city too, compared to people who are like one hand clap. That means either they don't know me, they haven't heard of me, or they're not really there to see me, meaning like I'm an opening act,
right.
Or, something like that. So that means that I have to work a little harder, and I have to really come hard and really convince them without being self-conscious and not doing too much. I just have to work harder. I have to work more to reach them and figure out, okay, if you're like massaging somebody, you're trying to figure out, okay, where's your 10th spot? Where's the spot that I need you to do? I'm like, okay, I have to work you differently. Yeah. I
feel you. Last question, I know you got to bounce. Fear. When you first got into the game and you walking out, how did you face your fears? Did you have like a lot of musicians have self-doubt?
Okay.
You know, they afraid of somebody not gonna like their music or whatever.
Yeah.
So how did you face that down and say, the hell with it, I'm gonna be me?
Well, it's a process. It's like I think it's a decision.
Yeah.
It's a decision to say that to yourself every day. Every time you get scared, every day. You know, what if it doesn't work? What if nobody comes? It's an ongoing process. You're always going to be scared, and you just always have to make a decision and be like, gone too far now. You know.
Right. All right, y'all. That's Alexis Lombre. She in the Lou, and we hanging out at BB's.
Thank you for having me. Thank you
it's
so
all
much.
good. Tell folks how they can find you though, and talk about your new CD real quick.
Yeah, so I got my album Southside Sounds. You can get it on iTunes. You know, it's on Spotify. However you want it, you can get it online. I'm on Instagram. My name is just Alexis Lombre. Facebook is Alexis Lombre.
Hey, you better spell that last name for my cats in the hood. You know, we went to public school.
I went to public school too.
We went to the janky one though.
I went to public school too, and they still misspelled my last name, which is okay. Lombre. Alexis, like the car, but with an I. Lombre. Find me on Facebook, Instagram. I have a website, put a .com at the end of it. That's where you'll find me. Hope to see you soon.
All right, y'all, this your boy J. Ross, hanging out with the girl, Alexis Lombre. We in the Lou. We 10 million strong, and we gone. Peace.